Battled ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule is being praised for his voluntary appearance before the Integrity Commission this afternoon. Magashule faces charges linked to the asbestos project. Now, for more reaction to all of this, I'm joined by political analyst Xolani Dube. He is with me now here in studio. Very good afternoon to you, Xolani, and thank you for your time. The voluntary appearance before the Integrity Commission, is it a last-ditch attempt at trying to protect his political career and his place in the ANC, or is it a great ace up the sleeve?
Who is praising Ace for appearing in the Integrity Committee? I think that is very controversial on its own, that there are people who are praising Ace for appearing in the Integrity Committee, because we know it very well that there is no such a thing in the ANC as the Integrity Committee. That thing is just a mascot. And it's also an irony that the ANC, an organization that is sinking in immorality, it's got an integrity committee, you know, and I think that's a serious contradiction. And so I think what we are discussing, or what the master narrative is trying to indoctrinate us around the issue of integrity committee and Ace, I think is so unfair to the South Africans, because at the end of the day, we have been witnessing a number of people going to the integrity committee, and then post the integrity committee, the same integrity committee they speak in twisted tongues. And so I think this narrative that is being pushed around the integrity committee possibly is to save the face of the ANC, that we already know that it can't be saved anymore. And so ANC is just an immoral organization, and I think the South African needs to protect certain concepts before they get diluted, such as integrity.
You're saying that they're trying to save face, the ANC, but we've seen that they didn't do too badly in the by-elections, both the rounds that we've seen, the hotly contested, just recently, a couple of weeks ago, and just this week. They didn't exactly do too badly. So is that just, a different reflection or a false reflection of exactly how battered this party is?
Look, we have to understand that the ANC have destroyed South Africans. And the South Africans now have no clue what is moral and what is not moral. And so in such a society where we are being led by an immoral organization with immoral leadership, surely we need to be scared who's voting for the ANC. If the people who still got morals are being swayed to vote for the ANC, it means that the people who've got moral integrity in our country are becoming an endangered species. And so I think South Africa is moving in a direction that all of us one day will say South Africa is the heart of darkness. And so we have to be skeptical to say, who are these people who are voting ANC? Because Zondo Commission and even the president of the ANC himself has told us to say ANC is no longer that ANC that people were always hoping that it's going to salvage themselves from, salvage the South African people from the bondage of apartheid, and ANC is the leader of society. And so now, who still regard the ANC as the leader of society? That must be our worry, to say, who is voting for this organization? That must be a serious research that people must do.
Now, I just need to, on that point, Xolani, understandably, the leadership of a party is essentially the representatives of the people that put them there. But are we saying that there is nobody just under the leadership, beyond the surface, further down, that wants to see good done for this country and done through the ANC, wants to take the party back to what it used to be, and in so continuing to essentially vote and keep the party in power, they're just essentially waiting, biding time to get rid of this leadership that you call immoral? Are we saying that there is nobody anywhere in the ANC that can get this party back onto the right track?
You can't be in hell and hope that one day you will be going to heaven. If you are condemned in hell, you stay in hell forever. And so ANC is in hell. ANC is taking South Africa into hell, or we are in hell. And so we can't say we are going to rescue ourselves from this hell. ANC is taking us to this sinkhole, and I think that the only salvation is a paradigm shift, is a redefinition of power system in our country. And we can't do that if we still have people who still praise Ace for appearing in the Integrity Committee. We can't have people who still praise people like that MEC in Mpumalanga who raped his kids, and people who were so jubilant, and they also said he can lead them. And we can't praise an ANC's got Mike Mabuya Khuli in KwaZulu-Natal, who has been embroiled in corruption, and the same integrity committee say he can go back and do his work. We can't simply say, fold our arms and look at Fikile Mbalula and look at Zizi Godwa, look at Dr. Lomo, Esbongiseni Lomo, where you go to the public protector and the public protector find some kind of irregularities in terms of behavior and in terms of conduct for Fikile Mbalula as well as Dr. Lomo, Esbongiseni Lomo. And we see in Zondo Commission, we have been witnessing Zizi Godwa was mentioned countless times. And then this scenario that I'm just giving to you, do you think that we are still going to save the ANC? When we talk about the issue of food parcels, we can't save the ANC. I think the people of South Africa, it's time now to start to think outside this master narrative that say ANC is our savior, is no longer our savior.
So just quickly before I let you go, Secretary General Ace Magashule is not going anywhere.
So as well as Cyril is not going anywhere. So as well as Zizi Godwa is not going anywhere. So as well as Mama Zandile Kumete is not going anywhere. So as well as Babu Msholozi went into presidency 2 times. And so what can you tell me? ANC is not going anywhere. They've been able to mobilize other immoral people. And so it means that our country, the majority is starting to become immoral because they vote for leadership that is immoral. That's the fact of the matter.
All right. Xolani Dube, thank you very much. He is a political analyst. And of course, we have just gotten word as well that Secretary General Ace Magashule has concluded his appearance in front of the Integrity Commission. Of course, we will be awaiting, just to hear exactly what comes out of his appearance that's taking place this afternoon. But as we would have heard from the political analyst Xolani Dube, that essentially he, the president, and everybody else who has been found, to have been involved in any kind of corruption in the ANC is just not going anywhere.